Hi folks, this is your old pal Uncle Al. Just a couple minutes I'm sitting down talking to folks. I've been running around all morning and yesterday and this weekend, and Uncle Al is getting busy during the summer, so most videos are going to be in between and I got to be careful. The AI is about and around. So I tell a lot of people try to limit your cursing and foul language and weird theories and be careful using certain words on YouTube. And those people were asking me questions, but I only watch videos and stuff, and I haven't really maintained my YouTube channel. You're going to have a big surprise in June when they come out and say, you're not verified, you have no activities on this account. They're either going to sue you or they're going to delete your channel. So if you have a half a dozen channels, make sure they're active, make sure they're verified, make sure they're on par. Because I'm getting a little tired explaining this to a lot of people who hasn't used their YouTube channel in the last 10 years. Okay? Unless you're dead or you're busy or forgotten, update your channels, folks. I always say upgrade or update. A lot of people don't understand that, especially overseas. They're seriously taking actions in Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, Australia, because a lot of people violated the YouTube contract. They haven't read the fine print. Okay, Uncle Al bends a little bit, but I ain't that stupid. Okay, for this message, this is just you chatting about YouTube and other stuff. Pretty soon, in about like a week and a half, it's going to be June. And a lot of you guys says, oh, I'm a prepper. Okay, I don't care if you are a prepper or not. You're not prepared. Okay, I would go down a list, and it's a long list, and Uncle Alan's tired, and I'll probably have to repeat myself again for the 15th or 40th time what you should have. All right, but right now we're going to worry about the main three because everybody screwed this up. Stock up on dry and canned foods. A refrigerator and a freezer do not count. Do not count on the, the root cellar. This is in your food closet. If you don't have a food closet, you're not a prepper. You're not prepared. Be sure you have a minimum of 30 days. Minimum of 30 days. We're skipping the 3-day thing because we're in SHTF, folks, and it's really serious. So you better figure out if you don't have 150 pounds of dried and canned food that's dehydrated, freeze-dried, canned, you name it, semi-bulk. If you don't have that up to 150 pounds of nutritious food, not tomatoes, not lettuce, not carrots, well, carrots is different subdivision, but if you have a garden but it doesn't produce enough calories, same thing goes with stockpiling food. If you don't maintain the caloric content, now a lot of people calorie count. Now let me tell you the three big factions that did that. The Germany of the 1930s and 40s, they lost World War II. Imperial Japanese Army and Navy, they lost World War II. And Mussolini's reign, they lost during World War II. Okay, so understand that. This is not the time to calorie count in SHTF. Every calorie counts. All right, England and America learned this really quick because England did it for 2 weeks and they had total bloody disasters. Okay, so number one, stock up on dry and canned foods. Do not hoard, stock up, because you got to figure out you have to have a minimum 1 month. Because a lot of you don't rotate your food, don't check your food. Yeah, we got 47 cans of tuna fish. Are you going to eat 47 cans of tuna fish? At best, 2 cans of tuna fish a year. That's 24 cans. That's a family of 4. Now, what the hell are you going to do with 47 cans of tuna fish? They'll have a lot of kids. No, dingleberries. Okay, now also you home canners, you got to make sure you have a balance of proteins and vegetables. And if you're stockpiling, yeah, a bunch of tomatoes and peppers. Big whoop. It has to be a root crop. So you better practice the pumpkin, parsnips, potatoes, beets. And I go down the road, but it takes me too long. Okay? Grow your own food. This is number one important. If you got a garden, make sure you're growing the right kind of food. High caloric content. Now, if it's watery, low caloric content. So you understand per plant you're planting. Now, I always plant sweet potatoes, yams, and beets, and parsnips, rutabaga, all the root crops. If you don't have 1/3 of your garden root crops, not potatoes, root crops, you failed. Okay, that's 1/3. 2/3 is for summer vegetables. Now, a lot of people, I have this wonderful garden. Bring out the calculator and punch the numbers. If you can't get out of a single plate of food out of your summer garden 2,000 calories, you goofed up. Okay? Number 3, very important. Enough water. I live in a desert climate. I have big IBC containers. That's 200 gallons of water plus. I have 2 of them. That's for myself. Easy to move, easy to empty. I know what I'm doing. I break the law and I catch rain, so screw them. Okay? Every drop counts because if you're in California, Washington, Oregon, edge of Idaho, go straight down to Nevada, and Nevada to Arizona and New Mexico. New Mexico and Colorado. That's another video I gotta explain. Okay, we're in a mega drought, especially California, Nevada, and Arizona. Really bad. Washington, Oregon gets the periphery of it. You get a portion of it. Not like here. Here, every water drop counts. Biggest threat is homeless. And that's going to be in my next, if I ever get a chance to explain it, economic warfare. Okay? Water is king. So understand this. You better have enough water, and not in the little cans or the little bottles. I mean, working water weight. If you don't have 5 gallons of water easily transportable, then you're not a prepper. You're either a panic quarter, a newbie, or a sheeple. One of those 3. Okay? That's for the 3 things you got to do before June of this year. And please, my God's sake, it's like, I have to pound these into people. Go watch these people's videos. Okay, especially Corsair's trainer. I keep pushing Steve's channel because nobody ever watches him. Go watch him. Okay? All these folks right here, we have experience. We know what we're doing. We make mistakes and we admitted it. All right? Another group I like to watch is these folks. We're in the second stage of SHTF. This is going to get really bad, folks. Not fear porn, the truth. If you're not ready this summer, you're going to find out. And if you live in a major city east of the Mississippi, be careful. This summer is going to be really fun. And you have a nice day.